Hari Hari. So we are on chapter 1, text 20. Sanjaya is continuing to relay to Dhritarashtra what's happening on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Arjuna is surrounded by signs of victory. First of all, he has Krishna, Bhagavan, personally driving his chariot. His chariot was given to him by Agni, the god of fire. The horses, I believe the horses as well were given by Agni, or they were given by a Gandharva after the Pandavas had escaped the Varanavat house of fire, the assassination attempt when Duryodhan set their house on fire, set their mansion on fire while they were asleep inside. Whatever the case may be, the horses were also divine. He has on his flag Hanuman. Hanuman and Bhima are brothers. They're both the sons of Vayu. And Bhima had asked his half-brother, if you will, to help them in the battle. Hanuman declined to help directly, but he promised that he would ride the flagstaff of Arjuna, and his contribution to the battle would be to roar fiercely and cause the opposing soldiers to flee in fear. So having Hanuman on his flagstaff, Hanuman who has never been defeated in battle, Hanuman who is son of Vayu and Angsha, a part of Lord Shiva, more powerful than Indra, and a servant, a blessed servant of Lord Ram, there is no greater symbol to have on his flagstaff than Hanuman as a symbol of victory. So Arjuna is surrounded by these symbols of victory. Bhagavan, Krishna, has the mark of Shrivats on his chest. Lakshmi Devi is wherever Vishnu is. So wherever Vishnu goes, good fortune automatically follows. So there is no question of Arjuna achieving victory. At the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Sanjaya quotes the verse. It is the very last verse of the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 78. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partha Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shrir Vijaya Bhutir Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will always be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. That was Sanjay speaking. So everything is set up for Arjuna's victory. When we go through and as we live through our own life and we endeavor to live a life that is also spiritually fulfilling, we have to take into consideration the fact that we are living in a material world with material needs, with material requirements, with material obligations, and so on, and numerous material challenges. These challenges can be very, very difficult to overcome. And we endeavor victory over these challenges. There's a wonderful saying by the king's guard in ancient Greece, at least it's attributed to them. And the saying goes, all men have fear, but it is the brave who put aside their fear and go forward, sometimes to death, but always to victory. Millennia later, General Patton coined a phrase just before D-Day in talking to and trying to encourage his soldiers. George Patton was known for his rather rousing speeches and his inspirational speeches. In one such speech, he said to his soldiers, he says, I don't expect you to die in battle. I expect you to he says, no war was ever won by dying for your country. I expect you to make the other dumb bastard die for his country. The reason why I share those two sayings, the motto of the King's Guard in ancient Greece or ancient Rome, courage means to put aside fear and to go forward, sometimes to death, but always to victory. That victory is defined a certain way, protection of the king. That is how the Greek bodyguard defined victory. So you put aside your fear and the brave go forward. You may sometimes die, but there's always victory. General Patton put his own spin on that. Don't die for your country. Make the other poor fool die for his country. That's how you achieve victory. When we go through life, nothing is ever as serious or should not be as serious as going to battle. Hopefully, if we are fortunate enough where we are not in a situation where we're not sent to war or war does not come to our doorstep. Many people in the world are not so fortunate. But when we go through life with numerous challenges and many life-altering decisions that have to be made, we want to come out victorious. How do we define victory is essential. We will see as we continue to read in the Bhagavad Gita, we'll see how Arjuna defines victory and is therefore confused. To be victorious involves, or one can achieve victory in two parts. The first part is living and fulfilling our svadharma, living up to our full and complete potential based on our material body, mind, and senses. To live to our greatest, fullest capacity and potential in that regard. That is living according to our svadharma. That is the first part in being victorious in life. But that is not enough. An individual can live up to their potential and fulfill their svadharma to 100% and still be defeated in the battle of life if that person was solely focused on that which is temporary. That is the crux. to live to our full potential, to fulfill our full swadharma is not enough. True victory is when we fulfill our dharma, we act and live according to the obligations and the inclinations given us by our swadharma. And part two is to act in such a way, act in our swadharma in a way that is connected with para Brahman. When we are connected with the eternal, that is how we achieve victory. That is victory in life. If we do not live up to our potential, if we do not engage in our swadharma, we cannot even begin to try to live a spiritually fulfilled life, because our material reality will continue to pull at us. Krishna calls this mithyachara, pretender. Krishna told Arjuna, do not be a pretender. Your swadharma is kshatriya dharma. To enforce dharma, that is Arjuna's swadharma. At every time, in any situation, and in all circumstances, uphold dharma in everything you do and enforce it by means of arms if necessary. That is your swadharma. We see in the story of Mahabharata so many situations. Arjuna is constantly being put into a situation where he has to act according to his swadharma. The very Guru Dakshin he was to give to Dronacharya required him to pick up arms under the instruction of his Guru. After the situation, the assassination attempt at Varanavad, the Pandavas were in the forest. They encountered so many situations where they had to defend and protect dharma by fighting with Hidimba, by fighting with Baka, these demons, these rakshasas, who were causing havoc in the forest where the rishis had their ashrams. At the marriage ceremony of Draupadi, Bhima and Arjuna once again had to fight off the jealous kshatriyas who had failed to succeed in the contest. So time and time and time again, Arjuna's swadharma is put in front of him. And Krishna tells him, act according to your swadharma. So living to our full potential, engaging in our swadharma, fully and completely, 100%, that's the first part of achieving victory in life. The second part is to make sure that while we go through life, we are connected with the Supreme, so that all of our activities are connected with the Supreme. All of our activities are connected with the eternal, Para Brahman, Krishna. So with these two factors in play, fulfilling these two criteria, we can live in victory. If we are concerned with the temporary, with triguna, then even though we are living up to our full potential, all that we achieve is temporary result. In order for there to be an achievement of victory in our life is to live to our full potential and to ensure we are connected with that which is eternal, Para Brahman or Krishna. Hari Hari.